Hello everybody, my name is Logan, and today I'll be going over some of the spells that I created in my level. So, the first spell we have is called Rise of Hand, which you see in the bottom right. Rise of Hand is a platform spell. When you cast it, it's a spell that moves upwards that allows you to jump on it. It doesn't last forever, it does have a time limit, so it stops the player from essentially casting the spell non-stop. I did not want the player to just go crazy with it. Now, having a spell that constantly moves up means that the player is moving up too with it. Building levels around the spell means that some of the levels have to be building upwards, so the player doesn't have to essentially keep on moving straight and have to keep on falling down. That doesn't mean that the player shouldn't be falling down. This doesn't stop me from making abilities, or not abilities, maps in a say that would force the player to fall down. For example, right here, the next part of the first section has the player to fall down. Now, what does the player do in order to fall down? Well, they essentially can just do a blind leap of faith, or not really a blind leap of faith, but just a big old jump. Now, that was the first spell, Rise of Hand. Like I said, platforming spell. The second spell that's coming up, very much different. This spell is Rain of Bodies. Rain of Bodies is kind of self-explanatory. Once you cast it, it draws bodies, unlike Rise of Hand, which is a platform spell. Rain of Bodies isn't a platforming spell in the slightest. Instead, it is a interactive spell. It allows the player to interact with things that they could not normally reach or out of reach for them. Right here is a door. I could not go through it. But right here, I see a body on this well. What could that mean? Well, if I look down, if I get a good angle, I see some bodies down there. What could that mean? Well, if I cast Rain of Bodies into that well, it should open the door. Like I said, Rain of Bodies is an interactive spell. It means they can interact with things that they cannot normally reach. Now, here is the third level. The third level requires you to use both spells to get across. You have your little house over there and a cauldron with some bodies in it. I wonder what that could mean. Well, let me show you what that could mean. Rain of Bodies and Rise of Hand both need to be used here. You need to use Rise of Hand to get across and use Rain of Bodies to essentially cast it into that cauldron, blocking the turrets. Yeah, crazy. Turrets on the right-hand side. Now let me show you. Look at that. See? The doors will close, basically letting you jump safely across, but they does not last forever. Rain of Bodies, like Rise of Hands, has a cooldown, or not cooldown, time limit on the bodies. So you need to keep on casting Rain of Bodies so you can get across. Now, I do apologize. The door that I made is a little bit finicky. I do not know why it's doing that, but it basically what I mean is cast Rain of Bodies, closes the door. And now, since I'm actually far enough, in my opinion, to reach to it, I am now just going to go full send and try getting to it. Almost there. Almost there. One more jump. And I'm just going to go for it. And here I am. If I walk in, look at that. Home sweet home, you win. Those are my two abilities, Rise of Hand, a platform type of spell, and Rain of Bodies, an interactive spell. Thank you for watching.